Hey everybody, Vilisink, back again, Raid Shadow Legends. Hope you're all having a fantastic Saturday. The weather again, really nice here, really sunny. Had the kids to the park earlier, took her by the shop. Let her pick up God knows what she wanted, but we bought it anyway. She's now sleeping, so a very nice day so far. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend. In this video, we're going to be talking about a vital part of a certain clan boss composition, and it's a very popular clan boss setup now. Discovered by QB Cobrew. Don't quote me on it. You could have been somebody else. I'm not going to put it in cement and set in stone. Well, the champion we're going to look at is a vital part of allowing you to basically 3-key Ultra Nightmare. Allows you to kind of relax a little bit with your team. All you have to do is get a few speeds set up, and when I actually find who I'm looking for, we can talk about her. So she is Painkeeper, the Dark Elf, HP champion, rare champion. So this is not a video you need legendaries to do this, legendaries to do that. There's Painkeeper man-eater or even budget man-eater comps that do crazy damage, and she's a vital part of this. So quickly we'll look at the HPs. 19,320, respectable. We do have higher HP champions, but that's a very respectable HP. So very easy to build off of if you're using this type of composition we're talking about today. Attack doesn't really matter. Defense 771. Again, she's a little bit squishy if you're not putting her inside a clan boss unkillable comp, but apart from that, although she's squishy, it's easy to add on, purely because you don't necessarily build her for damage. This is a very niche build with set speeds and damage and so forth. Speed 102, she's very quick. Crit rate, crit damage. I mean, we don't really build her for damage. It's okay if she doesn't crit, but I find it's much better when she always crits, just to guarantee we're getting that little bit of extra damage per key. Crit damage is 169, resist is 40, and 0 base accuracy, so she has no debuffs that she needs to put up. None of them are really important. So quickly, I want to show you the build I have for Painkeeper. 40,000 HP, 2k attack, 2.5k defense, 221 speed, which needs to be at that speed for my comp. She does have perfect crit rate, just allows her to do a little bit more damage from her attacks, which are quite good. The toxic set is quite nice, especially with this type of stats. So what makes her so good? Attacks with enemy twice, fills his champion's Terminator by 10%. In a clan boss team, it's quite nice depending. You don't want to mess up your order of your moves and whatnot. But when it comes to like faction wars, for instance, she is extremely clutch as a healer. If you have nobody else, this little bit of a Terminator boost can help her get an extra turn, depending on how quick she is to help your teammates out. So relatively nice A1. AoE then heals all allies by 50% of her max HP. So again, clutch as a healer. If I wasn't using her in my clan boss team, now I could build a second Painkeeper and I could make her HP really high, like 100k HP, so that she would give out a better heal than what we get here on this current Painkeeper. But obviously she's built this way for a reason. But this is clutch. A few factions left for myself, but I think with Dark Elves, if I didn't have a clan boss composition that was unkillable, she would have had higher HP for sure. As high as I could get it, like a Vrask type of HP, just because that was my support for my team, and she does the job well. She's very good at it. Her aura quickly, ally, HP, and faster encrypts by 21%. But what makes her quite good, along with spectacular sweep, which does have its benefits in the clan boss comp, if timed properly, is combat tactics. Decreases the cooldowns of all ally skills by a turn. So after we go in, with Ultra Nightmare for instance, we're using the unkillable. I will then come in and use this straight away. So Man-Eater at a 5-turn cooldown goes to a 4-turn cooldown because of this, and therefore because Man-Eater takes 2 turns for every one of the clan boss, we're able to get that other 4 turns in to the main unkillable pretty much for the whole battle. Her master is because I do want a bit of damage. You could go many ways with Painkeeper. Again, it depends on what you need her for. War Master for the damage. Just some basic kind of clan boss G in support. We have extra HP. Heals 10% each time an enemy is killed. Increases accuracy. So there's really nothing else. Increases the value of heals this champion casts. Increases the amount of healing and the value of shield buffs placed by this champion. So again, if she puts her heal out, it's way better. Merciful Aid. Increases the amount of healing. Blah blah blah. If you have debuffs, so again. And increases speed by 8 for his dead ally, which also could be very, very clutch. So, to give you an idea of the clan boss team, we're going to go in and we're going to start a clan boss run. We're going to show you the setup and just show you kind of how vital she is. We may cut in at the end of the clan boss run, it depends. We may cut a little bit sooner. But if we are going to Nightmare difficulty, we will need to change the slow boy to 121 speed. Your Painkeeper will be the same, but adjusting your slow boy will keep everything in perfect sync. So we're going to start, continue, haven't chosen an aura, it's fine. And we're going to go straight in here. And we're going to use Man-Eaters, unkillable. Now 5 turns away, we're going to go there, it's now 4 turns away. Now let's just work through the first part of this rotation. So we have that part there, flowing style, and she has a lot of style, don't get me wrong, and let's go for that one, 84,000. I prefer keeping Man-Eater's A2, I mean, don't know if it makes a huge difference, just because I can get sometimes 150,000 plus a proc on it, so it can be relatively strong. Okay, we have everybody with respectable HP. That heal there ensures she won't get dunted on. He will do 135, so we have a Cult Brawler who will be our stun victim. We have 6 hits. I don't need to worry about the defense for Brachus because he just heals his HP by every hit, so we should be good to have the stun put there. Now when we jump to auto from this point forward, you'll notice the spectacular sweep to give everybody a little bit of HP. A Cult Brawler, obviously not having any healing masteries, to make sure he is the stun victim. It should be coming, let's see, so that's Siphon, we got Brachus, we have a Cult Brawler who does respectable damage himself, don't get me wrong. Now we should be, when we lose the unkillable, okay, so the Man-Eater loses it, and then we have Fane, then we have Brachus. The heal, everybody is above the HP of a Cult Brawler. That allows us to basically survive this run because the stun goes to the same person. And we should see the unkillable coming back up. And as soon as that unkillable goes up, we have The cooling down of the skills by 1 turn, which should happen now. Combat tactics, and that's what makes Painkeeper so awesome. I've evolved with this team quite a bit. My very first unkillable team, it was basically built on stats. Not even damage, just the speed. It was like 19 million. Then I was like 3 keying like 25 million with like some poison, and I then managed to get to like 30. So it was once I got to like 35 or so, I started giving people crit rate, started exploring other champions. Like I might even put Brachus in a toxic set. Could you imagine his 6 hit in a toxic set? It's pretty disgusting, right? It's pretty disgusting, but how badass would that be? I could do a lot more damage, and I've evolved to having quite a nice clan boss team. It does the job. I could have a 200 million, like, whatever team, but we really don't need that amount of damage, as long as you get the top chest. Everything else is icing on top of the cake. So, because turn 11, we'll jump out a little bit. We'll come back in at the end of the run just to show you the damage. Not that it's really important, but I'll show you anyway, just so you can see kind of what I'm working with. Back in a minute. Guys, we're just dawning the very end of this run. Turn 49. And again, all possible due to that reduction of the unkillable from 5 turns to 4 turns. An absolute beast of a champion. Heal. Also making sure everybody has slightly more HP. And there we have it, 44.92 million damage. If you put it in a toxic set, it's 5.56, but this is a budget team. If we had double man-eaters, we could go even more damage and have a lot more fun with her. But again, this is just a clan boss kind of build for Painkeeper. You can give her a very high HP, make her very tanky, make her very quick. And when you do that, you're going to have a fantastic healer. So that's a little show off of Painkeeper, just how cool she is, how vital she is to the clan boss composition. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you use Painkeeper in your clan boss team. The gear, the stats, all that good stuff. Love to get some feedback, guys. As always, stay safe, keep on reading. I'll see you soon.